Question 4. This is about atoms and radioactive decay. You're told atoms are very small and most of their mass is concentrated in the nucleus. Electrons orbit at different distances from the nucleus. 4.1. You have to remember how many times smaller a nucleus is compared to an atom. And the answer to this is that the nucleus is 10,000 times smaller than the atom. 4.2 covers something new to the specification. It tells you the electrons in an atom can only orbit at different distances from the nucleus. You need to state, for 2 marks, what causes an electron's distance from the nucleus to increase or decrease. So there's going to be 1 mark for saying how it increases and 1 mark for saying how it decreases. Well, for an electron to increase its distance from the nucleus, it has to absorb some energy to exist in a higher energy level. So in this case, it would have to absorb some electromagnetic radiation. For an electron to decrease its distance from its nucleus, the opposite is true, in that it would have to emit some electromagnetic radiation. Note how I've used the keywords absorb here and emit. 4.3 requires you to talk about the difference between an atom's atomic number and its mass number. So something you'll have covered in physics and also in chemistry. You have to be able to describe it though in terms of the subatomic particles. So in other words, your answer should be in terms of the number of protons and neutrons. 1 mark for stating what the atomic number is and 1 mark for stating what the mass number is. So, atomic number is the number of protons. The mass number is the number of protons and neutrons. .4. It tells you transmutation is the name given to a process where one element changes into another. It's a 4-mark question, so there's going to be a couple of marking levels to this. You're asked to explain and compare how 2 different types of radioactive decay can cause transmutation. First thing to consider, these 2 types of radioactive decay. This is going to be alpha decay and beta decay. They're the only ones that cause transmutation. Gamma doesn't. So you need to explain how they do it, and then to be eligible ultimately for 4 marks, you would need to then put a brief comparison in. So something along these lines would be fine. We'll do beta first. So I've stated that one of them is beta decay, and you have to recall that in beta decay, the atomic number increases by 1. When a neutron decays into a proton. The second type of radioactive decay, alpha decay. Well, in this case, the atomic number decreases by 2 when an alpha particle is emitted. Finally, to get the full marks, we need to talk about the comparison. So to make a comparison, well, in this case, both have a change the number of protons. So that's what they have in common. They both have a change of number of protons. But the difference between that, well, beta decay increases the atomic number, whilst alpha decay decreases the atomic number.